The story of Teri. On a bright Friday morning, Teacher Zarina and Teacher Abdul Hakim took the students of Matayom Suksa 4 on a field trip to Koto Teri House in Raman District, Yala Province.
Students, today we are going to learn about an ancient ritual called Teri. It is a healing ceremony that uses music, practiced by Malayu Muslims in the southern border provinces, Teacher Zarina said with a smile.
When they arrived at the large house where the Tingiri ceremony was held, the students saw the shaman, or Tokmeno, preparing the musical instruments around him. The instruments included the sorabap, gending, double-headed drum, gong, suling, flute, and brass kun. The sounds of the instruments were gently adjusted, ready for the ceremony.
Teacher, this music sounds so beautiful,
said Mohammed Ilyas softly.
That's right, my child. These sounds are not only beautiful, but they also hold sacred power in the ritual.
Teacher Abdul Hakim replied. Tokmeno began burning incense, filling the room with a fragrant aroma. The suna, flute, sound gradually rose, followed by the drums and sorabap. The ceremony started with the song Ra Amudo, followed by Sina and Nai Pran. All the students were silent, watching Tok Teri with closed eyes at the front. Suddenly, Tok Teri's body began to tremble, as if something had taken possession.
That's it, children. It is believed that the spirit of Ra Amudo has now entered.
Teacher Zarina explained softly. The gong and suling, flute, gradually softened, leaving only the slow, mesmerizing sound of the sorabap, capturing everyone's attention. After the ceremony, Tokmeno said that the patient felt better and was able to sit up. Everyone in the room smiled with relief. Teacher Abdul Hakim said,
This Teri ceremony shows that music is not only for entertainment, but also heals both the mind and the body.
Around the ceremony area, offerings were placed on trays: bananas, sugarcane, 3 colored sticky rice, and 3 candles. Teacher Zarina explained,
These are offerings for the master, to show respect to the spirit of Ra Amudo, who symbolizes healing.
The next day in the classroom, Teacher Zarina asked the students to summarize what they had learned. Hayati said,
I remember. Teri uses music to heal. There is sorabap, drums, gong, suling, and the brass kun.
Elias added,
And there is also a Malay chant to call the spirit of Ra Amudo to help heal the patient.
Teacher Zarina said,
Well done, children. Teri is a cultural heritage that connects art, music, and faith together.
Then the teacher gave them a creative activity. One group created a brochure about the history of Ra Amudo. Another group designed a poster of the musical instruments. A third group wrote a dialogue between the shaman and the patient. And the last group composed a song called Music is the Medicine of the Heart. Laughter filled the classroom as the students worked on their art projects with pride. Teacher Zarina continued by telling the legends of Ariptama and Patori Bosu. The legend of Ariptama and Patori Bosu. One day, Hayati asked,
Teacher, why do we use music to heal patients?
Teacher Zarina smiled and began to tell an old story.
Long ago, in a small village in the southern region, there lived 2 siblings named Aripdima and Patueri Bosu. They loved each other dearly, working together in the garden and the fields, and taking care of their parents with great gratitude. One day, Aripdima fell seriously ill, and no doctor could cure him, no matter how many medicines or herbs he took. Then, one night, he dreamed of an old man dressed in white named Tosahe. Tosahe said,
Your illness is not an ordinary sickness. It is a punishment from the ancestral spirits. You must go to Tona Oyang and perform the Teri ceremony to ask for forgiveness, and only then will you recover.
The next morning, the two went to see Tona Yang, the wise shaman who was an expert in communicating with spirits. Tona Yang instructed them to prepare offerings for the spirits: 3 betel nuts, 3 betel leaves, 3 packets of chewing tobacco, and 12 baht as a monetary offering. He also called Tomaino to assist in performing the ceremony. On the night of the full moon, the ceremony of faith began. The music of Teri started to play. The sorabop played a haunting melody. The quen drum struck alternating rhythms. The pair of gongs resonated deeply. The suna flute produced sacred tones, and the brass bowl kept the beat. King, king, king. The aroma of incense filled the air. Tomaino chanted ancient Malay verses. Arapdima felt a warm breeze pass by, and he heard a voice within his heart.
We forgive you. Keep this music and use it to heal others.
Suddenly, Arapdima felt light and healthy, as if by a miracle. Patuari Bosu cried tears of joy. Attire and atmosphere. The participants wore traditional Malay clothing. Men wore long-sleeved shirts, black long pants, a sarong draped over the shoulder, and a dark-colored luapas headcloth. Women wore plain hijabs. Everyone stood quietly, showing respect for the music. After the ceremony, Arapdima recovered and helped Tuniyang perform the ritual for the villagers. He said to the younger ones,
This music does not only heal the body, but it also heals our hearts.
Tono Yang said,
With a smile, he continued, art and faith will endure as long as the younger generation continues to learn and respect them.
Teacher Zarina closed the book she was holding and said to the students,
Do you see, children? Teri is a heritage of faith. It is the sound of life, hope, and forgiveness.
The soft sound of the paisuna from the audio clip played by the teacher filled the classroom. The students closed their eyes, feeling their hearts beat in rhythm with the quene drum. Teri is not just the sound of a ritual, the teacher said. It is the sound of life, faith, and love that connects people together.